Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're going to talk about the American Airlines 737 MAX. And as you heard on the news, or you are just joining in, the first flight for the 737 MAX is scheduled for today, which is December 29, 2020, and it's supposed to fly from Miami to LaGuardia, New York City Airport. So here's a map of the trajectory of the flight path, and this, if you want to see this on your own, you can download the app. It's called Flight Radar 24. It's an awesome map. I always loved it. I'm a true huge aviation fan, and I always love to keep track of all the the popular flights and what have you. And this is certainly an inaugural flight. So as you can see here, it's flying across the country, and this is about, I would say, around 2 hours ago now, and it is around 1:30 p.m. my time. And this is really cool. Here's just here's an aerial view of where the plane was at during the flight. And it's just really cool to see. And you get just kind of see the flight path there and everything. And like if you look on the left hand side, it tells you all the information you need about the aircraft and how fast it's going and how high it's going and everything. And again, I highly recommend downloading this app. This is on my Android S9 phone. And you can also download the app on your PC as well. So, but check this out. This is just really cool, just to keep track of this plane. I heard they had a lot of like they had the CEO of Boeing on the flight and everything, and they had a bunch of news people on the flight and everything. So this definitely had to happen, and it definitely has to be 1000% successful. Here's another cool feature on the app where you can actually see a 3D view of the actual airplane. Though since I don't have the Pro version, it just kind of shows the plane as a generic 737. But it's really cool. You can see the aerial shots and everything in 3D. I always kind of like to just see this. It's like seeing the actual plane in the air. But it's really cool. Check this out. You could go 360 degrees around the plane. You could go over the plane. You could go under the plane. It's just really, really neat. And you could kind of see all the other planes around. The Flight 718. They're coming and going, they're in the distant. It'd be really cool with this feature. It'd be cool if they actually had the, like you could hear the pilots talking. That would be awesome. Maybe they'll come up with that someday. It would just really be cool to hear the actual pilots talking while you're watching them on the app here. So the jet engine that the 730 Maxes have is it's called the LEAP 1B engine. So this is actually a bigger engine than their standard 737 engine that's kind of flat on the bottom. So, and I guess they had kind of issues with the plane because of the aerodynamics and everything on the plane, that it was like kind of bottom heavy because of the bigger engines, and the plane really wasn't designed for the LEAP 1B engines, so they're a lot bigger, these engines. And of course they want to take this plane, to like Europe and what have you. It's supposed to replace like the 757 or the 767s and what have you. So yeah, we'll see. Again, this is the first flight for the 737 MAX, you know, since like 2 years ago when they had the crashes and everything. So, but again, it's interesting to see it's back up in the air, and I'm glad, you know, that they're really trying hard to fix this thing now. This should have happened, you know, with all the technology we have and everything. And again, they should have some sort of override system where the pilots can manually take control of the plane, you know. I mean, it was just ridiculous how they just... I mean, I've never seen a plane pushed out so fast than the 737 MAX. So here you go, as you can see, the plane just landed. Right there. At LaGuardia, and that's approximately 1:09 p.m. New York time, Eastern Standard Time. And here's a little thing I wanted to show you. The speed here is 275 kts as an example. So if you times that by 1.15, you'll get the miles per hour, which was 316 miles per hour. And this is just a cool map. You can see the altitude of the plane and how fast it's going and everything. It's really, really cool. So here's a map. Here's an aerial map again of the plane landing. It had a successful land. Thank God. I'm glad everybody was safe. And here's a big aerial view at LaGuardia. It didn't look like they had too much traffic there today while I was watching this. And that's kind of good that it landed at LaGuardia versus the Kennedy Airport, because it's so, like, if you go to the bottom of the map, it's so congested down there with all the planes coming and going. But it's just really cool to see this. So, just very interesting. I just love this stuff. So there's the map, and there it is again. Just kind of showing you, just giving you play-by-play like the NFL games. So it looks like everything is safe and sound. So hopefully the 737 MAXs will continue to have safe flights going forward. And I'm glad I caught this. I was listening to the news this morning, and they said the 737 MAX was flying from Miami to New York City. Here it is. It's just kind of going on the runway. And I'm sure they got like the fire trucks at the water and everything, which they should. This is again an inaugural flight here, a re-inaugural flight. So again, I want to thank everyone for watching my videos, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button.